Hey everybody, Doug Munro here, and we're talking about Thelonious Monk, and we're going to take a look at a riff that he does over chord subs on rhythm changes. So what are rhythm changes? If you don't know, rhythm changes are the chord changes to a song called I've Got Rhythm. I've got rhythm, I've got blue skies, I've got my girl, who could ask for anything more? That Irving Berlin song. And so these chord changes, 1, 6, 2, 5, sometimes 3, 6, 2, 5, and then it can go to the 4 chord, which becomes minor, to the 3, 6, 2, 5. That's the A section, and the form is AABA. The B section goes all dominant 7 chords for 8 bars. But today we're just going to talk about the A section, and we're going to do Thelonious Monk from a live record of his, where, I mean, he does this on a bunch of stuff, but this particular example is going to be from a live recording he did with Johnny Griffin, and he subs out the A section. So the A section, instead of being B, and we're in the key of B flat, so instead of being B flat, G minor, C7, F7, and all the accompanying chords, he starts with a tritone, actually not a tritone sub, he starts a half step above the 5, he starts on a flat 6, and so he starts on G flat. So this is not a tritone sub start, he starts a flat 6 away, or a half step above the 5 chord. So he starts on G flat. These are all dominant 7 chords, and he all goes in cycle. G flat, 2 beats each. B7, E7, A7, D7, G7, C7, F7. Then finally he comes back to B flat on the 5th bar. And then I kind of put these chord changes in because they work with the melody he's playing. On the recording, it's pretty much just the bass player, and I played these chords with the bass player, and they work. So I'm playing, again, 2 beats each, B flat 9 over D, E flat, E diminished, then a B flat over F, for a whole measure, and then F7 for a whole measure, thinking that it goes back to the G flat. And that's what I'm doing, just that first A section. So now for the line, so this is really sort of slick, that Monk is playing just arpeggios. So he starts with a G flat 7 arpeggio starting on the 3rd, B flat, and he's going B flat to the root, G flat, the flat 7, which is F flat or E, and the 5, which is D flat. Then for the B7, he's starting on the 7th, A, F sharp, D sharp, B. Then for the E, he goes back to the original notes, which are the 3rd, root, flat 7, 5. Then for the A7, he goes back to starting on the 7th, 7, 5, 3, and then he anticipates the D7 by going to the C natural, the 7th of D. Then he goes to E, which is the 9, the 3rd, F sharp, A, the 5th, and then anticipates the G by starting on the F, and then doing D, B, A, G, which is the, 5th, 3rd, 2nd, root. Then for the C, goes to the 3rd of the C, root, flat 7, 6th. Then for the F, root, flat 7, 5th, 3rd. So that's the whole line. Then he does a riff at the end. So the whole line is over the G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C, F, and then he ends with and you could think of that all over B flat. And this is a flat third, so he's going flat 3, regular 3 on the B flat. So it's sort of like D flat, D, or C sharp, D, C sharp, then the 5, F, and then back to that flat third. So he's really emphasizing that flat third. So now let's put it all together. Let's hear what it sounds like. So I'm going to start slow. I'm going to do that a couple of tempos so you can practice along. I'm going to first start with the half note at 50, which is really kind of slow. So I'm going to lay down those chords first with the metronome at 50. So this is half note at 50. 1, 2, 3, 4. I already want to go fast. Okay, so now I've recorded that. Now I'm just going to play it back with my looper and play over it. 2, 3, 4. Starting on G flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C, F, riff, there you go. So there it is, nice and slow. Although it doesn't feel that slow, but that was pretty slow. That was with the half note at 50. So now let's try it with the half note at 60. Let me just clear my little looper here. I'm going to give me a little count off so that when I start, I got a second before I could play. 1. Oops. Do it like this. Okay, so that should give me a little count off, so I can get in there before I hit it. So now we're going to try this with the half note at 60. Do it again. Oh, sorry. 2, 3, 4. Good. So there it is at 60. I'm going to do one more for you, just for the fun of it. Diet Coke. Let's try it at 70, 72. Okay, so I've canceled out my looper. 1. Oh, and I'll just hit it here. All right, so now let's see how I do. get fooled this time. There you go. So that's a great little line there, and a great chord sub, and a great look into the super creative mind of Thelonious Monk, and how he really was one of the co-founders of bebop, this whole playing over changes thing and subbing out chord changes and all these cycle moves. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and take this, memorize it, learn it, play it, love it, share it, and until next time, peace.